People love stepping over you. People love walking over you. Today, you're gonna be like, no, I have standards and boundaries. So, no. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to be back. I have been MIA for a while. It's been about 3 weeks. It's just been a very chaos month for me. We are going to dive into something very interesting. Today's video is literally pointed out to my ladies, my girl audience. I feel like in this generation, as we change, as we develop through the ages, we need to set our standards and boundaries. No one's gonna set it up for us. Literally what we're gonna be discussing today, and I have my notebook, the notes you need to know about standards and boundaries. We are gonna be talking about 5 boundaries today that you need to set up before it's too late. People love stepping over you, people love walking over you, but today you're gonna be like, no, I have standards and boundaries. So no. Also, I do want to dive in, if you are a person that doesn't know how to set up their boundaries or set up a certain standard, then you come to the right place. I'll give you 5 boundaries I'm going to be talking about that you can set up on your day-to-day lives, and I promise you your life will change. You don't want to get treated poorly all the time. This is a great method that you can use in your life so people start respecting you more and more often. I'm not really good with notes, so this is what you're getting. This is literally what you're getting. I'm not really good with notes. I wish I was one of those people that jot down like really cute notes and everything, but I'm not. So the first boundary we're going to be talking about is emotional boundaries. And what are emotional boundaries? Well, let me tell you. It's limits, lack of, encompasses the emotional energy you put into certain relationships. Now, this could be a very intimate relationship with your love partner, or this could be a relationship that you have with your parents, your family members, your cousins, or even close friends in that matter. Let me break it down for you. Okay, let's say you have a certain preference. If you don't like a guy that smokes, if you don't like a guy that drinks, if you don't like a guy that does drugs, or a guy that's like heavy a party person, then I think in the first place you should understand that that person's not going to change for you. So let's say they keep constantly doing this and you don't see a different pattern, you don't see a change, if that matters. Same patterns as before, or even worse, because it gets worse throughout. You get to know the person because you start being more comfortable around them, so they start being more comfortable around you. If they see that you accept them the way they are, they're going to be constantly doing it. And even worse, they are going to push your limits. And he could be the most awesome person, he could be the most lovable person, he could be the most compassionate person, literally the perfect boyfriend in those words, but he has some traits that you do not like, then I would think it twice. If those are things that you do not look for in a guy, like you are very against those things, girl, I would say no. Move on to someone that actually is at the top of your preference. And if they see that you are okay with the things they do, they're gonna keep pushing your limits. I hope I explained myself correctly. So move on to the next one. Material boundaries. And I am very big on this one. I do not like people when they touch things that aren't theirs. I don't like people when they touch my things without my permission. That is a big pet peeve for me. Example, let's give you an example. You lending your bestie clothes and you keep asking to give it back, and she continues to not. But however, she keeps borrowing your things without permission. And this goes along with being emotional boundary. It goes like one-on-one together because they are related to you and you have some sort of connection to them. So that sort of makes you lower your standard. You have this emotional, related, built connection to that person, which makes you more lightweight on them. And this is where we go wrong. Just because we have a certain respect for that person or a certain feeling towards that person does not mean you should limit your boundaries, does not mean you should lower that standard for that certain person, because it doesn't matter. No one should be taking things that are yours, especially if they don't ask permission. You guys might say in the comments, oh, it's not a big deal, just clothing. Look at it more in depth. This person's taking things without your permission, so you're giving them a little bit access to your private life, things that are personal to you, but you're giving them that little door, that little opening where that person can take away anything that's yours. The little things that we do not look out for can turn out to the biggest problems that we will deal with later on. So move on to the next one. Time, energy, boundaries. I am huge on this. Let me relax for a sec because this is giving me flashbacks. Thank God I learned my lesson. Boundaries around time, including lateness, including favors. Example, please text me if you're going to be late. I have planned things with people. They have told me, oh, listen, I can't make it, do this, or I can't do that. Guess what? Those people are not in my life anymore. And I'm not being dramatic. It's just the respect that is behind the time. Listen, I'm gonna be very straightforward. My time, your time, is not to be wasted on someone that does not appreciate your timing. Period. I do not care who you are, especially when someone does it last minute. That literally gets me heated. Bye. No more plans for you. Your time and energy is yours, and it's no one's to waste time of. You're gonna waste my time? You can go out the door. And this happens to relationships too. I've seen so many girls put so much energy in a relationship where it's like the guy, either he cancels or either he just says, oh, I can't make it, something come up, and then the girl keeps texting them, hey, let's make plans, I'll tell you straightforward, if that person really wanted to see you, he would, or she would. Stop wasting your time. Physical boundaries. Let's talk on this one. Unwanted touch, unwanted comments about your appearance. Example, if you are not a hugger, it's better to communicate. I do not like hugs. Do not touch me that way. Be confident in telling the person how you feel around them. It's okay to say no. You don't want to sit around that certain person. Say no. We are so used to saying yes to the point where it bothers us internally. We think about the person feeling even before we think of ourselves, how we feel in the situation. Like, if you do not feel comfortable with that person, if you don't want to hang out with a certain group and your friend is pushing you to, and if it does bother you internally, then you shouldn't be in that situation. You shouldn't be in that atmosphere. Girls, we're talking about self-care here. Who is gonna care about us better than ourselves? Tell me who. Another thing, unwanted comments. Select the people that you want to hear comments of. This could turn out into a negative and a positive point. If you see that this person is always trying to make you feel bad in every aspect, anything you wear, anything you say, or how you feel in that certain situation, and they always say something negative, then that's a red flag. Do not be friends with that person. But if they're genuinely a nice person, or in the way they treat you with respect, and they say something, then yes, do not think it too much about the comment that they say, but just think about it a little bit. Hey, if my best friend said this, then there must be something up. So you need to be limited of the people that say comments about you, especially in your appearance, girls, because girls will attack through appearance. Guys will attack through appearance. Humans attack through our appearance. Stop letting people say unwanted comments, and just anyone. We're shutting the doors to that. Last one, we're gonna be talking about the last one, which is sexual boundaries. Encompasses your comfort and consent with sexual contact. Example, stating, that's not my thing, or I don't do that, can send a clear message, especially if it's earlier on. I've seen a lot of girls, they fall for a guy. Definitely not their type, but I don't know what it is, but they get attracted to them. And obviously it's not a dream guy, it's this douchebag. And it's this person that is very much of a jerk. The guy takes her out, I don't know, car ride, and the guy is like getting a little too touchy, and you don't say anything because you really like this guy, but internally you're like, this is not my thing and I shouldn't be here. You need to learn how to communicate. If you don't like that guy is touching you a certain way and you're letting him because you don't want to make things awkward or you do not want to make him feel bad, screw that. Tell him how you feel and it will send a clear message. If you don't like the way a person's touching you, you say it. No, it's not my thing. I don't do this. If you're not gonna respect me, then get me home. Drive me back home, because you're obviously not the guy that I'm looking for. That's all you have to do. And trust me, he's probably gonna come back trying to change your mind, trying to play mind games. However, you're gonna be the girl where you're gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna set for this, and I'm not going to lower my standard for you. And that's it. And he will understand, he will get the clear message, and he's gone. And God has been showing me great things this month. And one of the things, my boundaries, my standards, where I set myself as a woman of God, where I set myself as a woman in this generation. Because people love to come into your life, mess everything up, and leave like nothing ever happened. And that's not happening here. And this is why I have this channel. This is why I have this communion, because I love talking about the things that are never spoken, or they lack being spoken of because people are afraid to open up about these things. We need to start caring about ourselves. We need to start putting ourselves first. No one is going to respect us in this life if we do not show respect to ourselves. Set your standards and boundaries today. Do not wait until the last moment. Do not wait until that guy breaks your heart. Do not wait until your family members destroy your self-esteem. Do not wait until that person that bullies you destroys everything you are. If you guys want to follow me on my Instagram, I'll leave all the description down below. Or you guys want to reach out to me, my DMs are open to you guys. And I love chatting with you guys once in a while, telling me how you feel, because trust me, I care how you feel. Not to brag, but I give really good advice. So yeah, I can't handle my own life, so hit me up for that. However, love you guys, and girls, please remember it's important to have standards and boundaries. And guys, I will be making a video for you guys soon if you guys want to know about how to set standards and boundaries for men. I could definitely do that. I just need to do more research on that. If you guys want that, you guys could comment down below. Stay tuned for more videos and come back for another daily dose of Christ. Bye.